Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Ha. Okay. Gosh, that was so annoying. All right, let's get the music playing again. Let my stress levels drop a good amount, and let's get going. Hey, well, I guess the good news is if you start out bad, then you only have upwards to go from there. All right. I am not gonna lie. This is super nerve-wracking because I'm not used to live streaming, as was probably evident by the fact that I couldn't get the volume working. But also, there are so many of you who have already shown up, and I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking maybe like 5 people would show up to this, and so here we are. I am gonna put the link into Discord for those who want it. Dozens of us. No worries. Thanks very much for all the. Thanks for watching all the episodes so far. Space engineers. Hello, Mason. Was excited. Come on, at least 6. All the time. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad that we were able to find some ore last episode. Link. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Link to Livestream. There you go. Okay. Is the music volume good? Is it too low, too high? Just right? Just right. Sounds about right. Perfect. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Well, welcome to the base. This is where I live. I feel like I'm on an episode of MTV Cribs. You guys get to see parts of it, but this is my life. So over here we have the dock for the utility ship, which we haven't really named quite yet. I'll probably put a poll out. If you guys got some ideas, definitely let me know. It's just the text. It's not the actual link? Son of a gun. Let me try that again. Share. There we go. Copy. Edit. All right. Hopefully that one. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the clarification. Okay. Where are you located? EU. No, I'm on the east coast of the US. Evermore. Why no doors between the hangars? I probably should put doors between the hangars, honestly. But I haven't. Honestly, laziness. If you see something that was like, it would make sense. I mean, there's a good chance I probably haven't thought about it, but there is also a good chance I've thought about it. I'm just like, that's too much work. I don't want to do that. After reworking the boxy butt, it would be even greater. Oh, we talking about the Evermore? Yeah, I hate this so very much. Yeah, it makes me very sad to look at the boxy butt. So let's not look at it, because that's not what I'm here for right now. Evermore is not a fighter ship. Evermore is a scouting ship. So that's why no guns. I mean, it could be, because it is heavy armor, so that also might be just a lazy excuse. Live stream special occasion. Yeah, Andrew, so kind of a little bit. one of the reasons was because I live streamed with a buddy of mine last night, and like he was just doing his Twitch thing, and I was like, man, this is fun. I should do that more often. But number two, and most people don't know this, but we're almost a full calendar year since I started doing YouTube, and so I also thought that for me, I was just like, I should live stream. I didn't want to like make an announcement about it or anything else like that, but yeah, this is around the time last year that I started this whole YouTube adventure. Put force fields between hangers. I don't have the force field mods, but I'm not against it. Wherever two hanger doors could fit very well. You think? Oh, these ones? Yeah, that's true, but then I'd have to like dig underneath and stuff. Hey, British Gamer, what's up, man? I am actually, everyone shout out to that British Gamer, or I guess right here, that one British Gamer. That was one of my first Patreon patrons. He's been one of my first patrons, but also we're going to be doing a community contest for the patrons here pretty soon, and he did all of the work for that. So he is the man. Okay, let's see what else. You said the LCD script doesn't work on large LCDs. I got it working, but yeah, I can't. Will the stream be a VOD? Yeah, the stream. I have it, so it should just automatically save straight to YouTube. Why do you keep the engines running? Doesn't that make ice run out? No, if you're plugged in, it shouldn't actually, like, it doesn't use thrust. I think Splitsy did a video on that. Since I started watching the show, wow, time flies. Yes, time does fly. Not make them go down. So get the windows by the floor. Did a test on that? Oh yeah, Andrew Gaming did the test on that one. Shortage on ice. Yeah, it's true. We actually have too much ice. One thing that I haven't really shown on the videos quite yet, but I actually run into this issue when I try to open the doors. The reason I haven't shown it is because it's a me problem, because I haven't been able to figure it out on the script. But when you're trying to depressurize the base, I don't have enough oxygen tanks, and so it only like halfway depressurizes, and then like it doesn't open the doors, and so like I usually have to go and like manually open a door or something to depressurize it the rest of the way. But we have so much ice and so much hydrogen and oxygen production that it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm getting so sidetracked. I want to read all of your comments because this is super exciting, but I also want to get to the point of what I wanted to do with this. So this is not a traditional episode. I know I said I was going to kind of pick up where we left off, but my thought process in picking up where we left off was actually I wanted to do some building, but I wanted to do it with like your guys's with input, because right now the way that the base is, I mean, like I like the way that it is, but I don't exactly know where to go from here. And so like we could build vertically and we could do something cool that way. We could build, you know, like all these branching tunnels with glass that goes to like different areas, and like, you know, our greenhouse and our like apartment building basically, and we can do all these things. And so I wanted to get some feedback and kind of try out a couple different designs, because I don't know, I've been doing it by myself for a while, and so it'd be cool to get the community more involved. I'm brave for asking for chat input. Yes, I know that it's going to be difficult because I know that every person agreeing on something is pretty much a fantasy, but at least we can get some ideas. Okay. Many few scattered turrets and the hangar doesn't get smashed. Yes. So that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. If we're gonna build up, we have to move our turrets, which isn't necessarily like a terrible thing. I'm in creative mode right now, so we can try as much stuff as we want, and I can like copy and paste this over somewhere else, and we can try a bunch of stuff. 2 words: more guns. Surface dome. They do like to hover over bases. I feel like I missed a few episodes because that is a lot of roof. Yes, we have a lot of stuff on the roof. I am paranoid for sure. Interconnected giant glass domes capped with artillery guns. That could be pretty cool. So far we've got a couple people that like the idea of doing the glass. Yes, I need to put guns on my ship. I'm not really. Here's the thing. I'm a lover, not a fighter, and and I put reavers in my playthrough. So like I like building stuff. Destroying stuff is not my forte. So I need to get better at doing that. Results in watching you to try to figure out other people's ideas. Came here to watch your ideas. That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind. Best reaction to expand is probably where the yeah. Okay. Say that the corridor shooting off the main structure looks like cool, but makes the travel time a hassle. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if we are gonna do like the corridors and then like have separate like areas, which I do think is a cool idea. There's a couple different ideas that kind of I've thought about in doing that. One is we definitely want it to all be connected with conveyors, so that way, like for the greenhouse, when it's producing food for us, we don't have to go into the greenhouse to get our food, obviously. But I was thinking one of the other things that might be interesting is obviously I can't go around like walking around like I did on Helgen, where we had like these big open platforms with just rails, and it was like super cool connecting all of those things. But what might be cool is, especially now that we have Zardo's connectors, it might be cool to have like a rover and like a little golf cart rover. And so if we have like outdoor platforms, like for example, where this guy is plugged in right here, like if we expanded this out and turned it into like a road or something, and then it like went into another bay that was pressurized, and then we also, in addition, had a tunnel that we could walk through. I don't know, but I just like interesting design stuff, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. Wow, there are so many words on the screen. Build an automated printer for let's see. I've been working on a base. Have flying access to the bottom and driving access with the bridge for the edge. But let's so airtight. Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder if there's a mod that does that where the voxel becomes airtight. That'd be pretty cool. Underground network. So ooh, but with the glass ceiling, that is interesting. I was gonna say I really don't love building underground. I did that in Helgen and I felt super claustrophobic, and so I might want to stay away from that. But the idea of just like a little tunnel, but you still have the glass to see outside, might solve that problem. Oh man, tram systems. Yes, super cool. I am not the one to be able to do that kind of thing. Trains. Yeah, no. If you want to see trains, if you want to see 3 knuckleheads try to make a train, go watch the Skyjack series, because that's where you're gonna get your train fill and your train puns. For a jump drive on your big ship yet? Nope, not a jump drive on the big ship yet. Gonna be honest. If I'm completely honest, before I leave this planet, I'm probably gonna make some pretty heavy adjustments to the Mauler. Just because, one, I think thematically, it's like a grand exit of whatever we do on Europa, and we don't need half the things that are on there now because we're not in 3 times gravity. So Splitsy's conveyor connections, the ones where he like does hinges and makes those pillar poles and everything else like that, is pretty sophisticated. If I can, I'd like to keep the design, like the effort put into design rather than like into like little hinges and subgrids and different things like that. Trains would be traintastic. That is true. Trains would be traintastic. All right, well let's stop talking about it and let's get into it. I want to read all of your comments, but there are so many, like just boom, 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 boom. I'm probably not going to be able to read all of them, but super pumped. Okay, so let's. I'm just going to copy paste this, if it will let me. And then we'll try a couple different things. It's probably not gonna love the drills, so maybe I need to, for this situation, just get rid of the drills. Okay, and let's take this. Oh, it copied the mauler too. Well, maybe we should actually bring the mauler with us, honestly, because we're gonna have to deal with that in survival mode anyway, so might as well be prepared. Okay, so let's. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Might be useful to know where the docking port is. Which docking port? Have you ever posted any of your creations like the mauler to mod.io for Xbox players? I have not. I did not even know that that was a thing. You get. The blueprints just. I might not be efficiency, but hey, thanks, Night Shadow. I appreciate it. For the mauler. Yeah, the mauler connector is just down here. It's because once again I was too lazy to build the big connector, just because the way that the base is currently shaped, to try to like connect it, it would be like weirdly halfway in the garage and then halfway into another area, so I would have to expand that out. Okay, all right, focus up. Let's do this. So I really like this area back here, and I think that the first thing that I wanted to do when I talked about it in the video was I wanted to set up a greenhouse, so that way I could like do all the hydroponics and stuff and make sure that we have enough food production. So let's see. And if we're trying to go for simplicity, which typically is the case, we could just get rid of all of these back here, and we could. Oh, I need to remember this is where the drill is. Yeah, I kind of shot myself in the foot with that drill a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. Could you make the biosphere inside a circular hole with a dome? Probably. Raid the raider base with the Evermore. I mean, it's true. If I just like put some wings. Oh, I did not repair that. If I put like some wings on the Evermore and put some guns on it, this thing would be quite the tank. It is all heavy armor. Gosh, where would be a good spot to like? Huh? Maybe. All right. This is attempt 1, so let's attempt stuff. What is behind the door number 1? Okay, so this is all my this stuff. I know, no neon right now. What am I even doing with my life? The drill hole, here's the thing. I can't turn the drill hole into anything right now because it still has just so far to go. I know I just deleted the drill, but it has like 45 pistons. Not really, but it has a lot of space to still go. And this is just going to be a permanent thing. There will be no point for us to build another ice drill because of just how much we're getting from that. So that's just going to continue to be an ice drill until like, I mean, I can't even imagine us getting through all of it. Okay, where was I? I was right here. So what if we, I don't know, what if we did this? Is there a cooler way to do that that's pressurized? Not really. Okay. If you build a mining platform over the iron deposit, will it be attacked? For sure it will be attacked. I say that, but I guess if I don't put an antenna on it, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I typically don't play with reavers. I just honestly I did this playthrough with that because I thought it's what the people wanted. Because I was new to YouTube and I was like, everybody is doing the whole reaver thing. And so I was like, obviously I need to also do the reaver thing. If I were to do it over again, maybe I would make different choices. Maybe. Okay, and then... So, how do we have the windows set up right now? It's really ugly on the outside. But on the inside, I really like this kind of style. So... yeah. Build a rover first. A little bit of spice here and there. The assertive encounters mod would be great. So you know what? You want to know something funny about the assertive encounters mod? I actually had that mod first before reavers, and for some reason they weren't spawning on my first playthrough, and I was like, "What the heck is going on? I'm supposed to be getting attacked." Turns out I didn't have a button pushed. You have to have random encounters on your in your settings setup. And I did not. And so for the longest time, I mean, for the first, like, I don't even know how many episodes, I didn't have reavers, and assert, and I realized that way too late, and I was like, well, I can't do it now. Don't even play this game, but been watching since day one. That's awesome. Are you planning on getting the game, or are you content with just Just laxing. That was the other thing, is I had as I was learning the playthrough, I was having this thing where getting off the planet was a challenge, obviously with the 3 times grav. And my computer was just really having a problem with all the ships that would land and like crash, and then we couldn't really do anything. Or not couldn't really do anything. It was just I was lagging a lot for the amount of ships that were crashing and the amount that I was actually interacting with them. And so it just didn't make a whole lot of sense with because I think I had air traffic on. So yeah, that was that. Okay, so here's the thought, right? So if I do this and I spread them out, like that, right? Oh, let's get this to be. Maybe we don't even need that. Okay. And then we do... like that. And then we can get some beam blocks in here. The half beam. We'll make those white like the inside. This combination of music, editing, and personality that kept me viewing. In case you were ever scared of switching games, I'm sure so many. Oh, well, thank you. I have really considered switching games. Not like as in I'm never gonna play Space Engineers again, but I'll tell you what, man. Every time I load up and I'm just like, man, how nice would it be to have a jetpack, and how nice would it be to be able to breathe, and how it's just, you know, some of these things that kind of add up, and I'm just like, you know, I could play RimWorld and, you know, but it's all good. Okay, so I don't. Thought about adding small merge blocks next to the connectors of utility ship and tool add-on. Oh yeah, I have. I'm not just play a scenario on Earth where you live happy life with jetpack and a family. that would be awesome. I feel like starting out on YouTube, I had to, or at least this is how I felt. I had to do something. No, I don't like that at all. I had to do something like crazy so that way people would be like, "That's nuts," and click on it. But I feel like now, you know, since I've matured so much over the singular year that I've been doing this, I would maybe. I think I've learned that harder doesn't necessarily always mean better. So if I were to do another playthrough, I might like pick specific challenges, but not just continue to add like, what if it was 3 times gravity and no oxygen and there were a cert and reavers and, you know, I did dig my own grave there. Components on my PC. Mainly, I have an RTX 3080 that I recently had to purchase. And then I have a Ryzen 9 in this one. And then I got like, I don't know how much RAM I have. And then on this other computer right here, which is what I use for the spectator camera, it's a 3060 and it's a Ryzen 7. Yeah, that's what I got. For design purposes, yes. Design purposes for creative mode. It's true. The sandstorms were rough. And you know what? I did not know that the sandstorms were going to be such a problem. That was not part of what I had envisioned for everything. Feels like the mod author for Helgen could have gave us a heads up on that one. Okay. So far I hate everything. It just does not leave enough room for fun. So let's see. How do we want to change this up? We could change it up by doing let's see. Could do something like this. And then we just have to put something on the other side to make it airtight again. We'll keep on this train of thought and we'll see where it leads. It could lead nowhere, could lead to awesome sauce. What is my occupation IRL? This is my occupation IRL. I quit my job a year ago after some a lot. And so I was like, you know what? While I was looking at other stuff, I decided, I was like, I was watching a Splitsy video, and I was like, man, I love this video. I love this guy's attitude. This is like, I really love space engineers. And you know what? There's nothing that this guy's doing that I couldn't do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Splitsy is the man, but also I was like, he is just a dude. And I was like, I'm a dude. I can do that. So I sat down, I tried it while I was looking for other jobs, and I was marginally successful, and I had some money saved up in the bank. So I could, I don't know, take a risk, and now we're here. I need to build off the front main hangar. Yeah, I was thinking about building off the front main hangar, but I feel like this is the only side of the base that I actually successfully did. I feel like everything else is kind of boring. I feel like this is like the feeling of the base. It does need neon. Auto rotate. Oh yes, I do need to take off auto rotate. Thank you. Light panels or armor panels are very thin and airtight. Yeah, I was thinking that's what I'd probably put on the other side of these beam blocks. I do want to incorporate like some kind of curve in this. But like a soft curve, because maybe not even a curve. It's just like an angle. I want an angle in this because I feel like we have some like angles on all these blocks, right? So let's do that. Feel the base. Go with your gut, dude. Thank you. It's a pretty nice place because people flying in the hangar can see. Yeah. Roof and a hangar entrance. Big fan system, right? Hey, thanks. Big fan since day one. Appreciate it. Yeah, co-op with Splitsy would be awesome. Dude, if Splitsy ever hit me up and was like, "Hey, would you ever consider doing a co-op thing?" I'd be so there. I would cancel everything. I'd be there. I don't know if I would counteract Catback or just add to the mayhem that Catback provides, but you know, it would be fun either way. I really don't know how this is working out, but I'm just going, and we're gonna see here in a minute how it ends up. The only annoying thing about the armor plate is that they just still take up. Yeah, they do take up a whole block, and that I do agree that is annoying. It is helpful in certain scenarios, but hurtful in most other ones. Maybe expand from the defense tower and make the greenhouse. Yeah, I mean, especially if we bring it down. I kind of built the whole base on a platform, so if I bring the base of it down, then we should get enough room to build a greenhouse for sure. And that means that we would solve the problem of getting around the tower. That's one of the reasons why I haven't like built out beyond the tower, was because, well, the tower was there and I hadn't really like planned for getting around it. Can't wait for that co-op. That would be pretty awesome. UE Rock and Swift versus Capac and Splitsy. I feel like Splitsy could take all three of us by himself. I think Capac might be a net negative, and maybe it would equalize. Videos of story-based scenarios that's actually made me build my own with a friend for our gaming community, having lots of fun. That's awesome. Yeah, I the reason I really love Space Engineers is because you can just like, you can set up whatever you want in it, right? I mean, like, there are limitations, but the cool thing about it is the fact that like, if you're just creative, you can come up with scenarios, and I don't know, just kind of figure out what it is that you want to get out of it, right? Do you pretend to make more videos in a week? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know what that question means. Am I building in heavy armor? I thought I was building in... Well, either way, it doesn't really matter too much. Did you ever watch Last Stand Gamers? I have watched a lot of Last Stand Gamer stuff. I don't think I've watched a whole bunch of their survival series. Long time now, but only now I found really good SE content. Love your flow. Serious. Thank you very much. I think so too. I like to think that Splitsy and I would get along, but I also feel like watching Splitsy and Capac, Splitsy gets really angry sometimes when Capac does something and blows it up, and I blow up stuff all the time. So I would be so scared that like my Space Engineers hero would like yell at me because I blew up something. Oh man. Discord chill place. How about glass tubes with a catwalk in the middle? That could also be pretty cool. I was going for like this more industrial look, because right now like we don't have any, like when I think about like design ideas, right? Like right now everything is kind of, I don't know, angular. A lot of like 45-degree angles. And so throwing in tubes, I mean, I guess I did that over here to like switch things up, but as a design kind of thing, right now everything is mostly angular, and so by throwing in glass tubes. Also, my fear with the glass tubes is that if they get shot, then that whole hallway is down. But I guess that's true with anything, right? So how do you make lines of blocks like that instead of placing? Oh, I think that's if I go game, yeah. So building mode. So you go options, game, building mode. You can do single block, line, or plane. But a quick trick is if you want to do plane, I like to do all three. So clicking places a block, click, and then click and drag. We'll do a line and then click and then click, drag, and then press shift, and then you'll do a plane. So, yeah. Reminds me of a better style industrial building from The Expanse. Thank you. The thing with Swift and Capac is both know each other for a long time now. Yeah, that's the same with me, Swift, and E-Rock. We've known each other for a very long time. Industrial castle. That's a cool idea. You know, there's like AI art generators. Somebody should put industrial castle in one of those AI art generators and see what it comes up with. So let's see, clever is time zones. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, Splitsy hits me up. Doesn't matter what time zone, I'll do it. Line plane is only available in creative mode. Yeah, that's also true. Line plane is only available in creative mode. I should round the bottom up. Yeah. I feel like there's too much. I feel like I like the beams, but I feel like when you look at the rest of everything, it's got a little too much going on. Sealed door on each end. Okay, you know what? I have been convinced. Let's try, because we tried that. We can always go back to it. But let's see what this what these new blocks, these rounded window blocks, has to offer. Why not? Yeah, I think so too. I think more transparent would be better. So the interesting thing is, okay, so I would probably need it to be centered around, let's do this. This will be probably the centerpiece. Because I think with the glass, you have to actually, like, it's not going to be like a perfect circle. Yeah. You're going to have to put, like, square blocks. And then like that. I was wondering, how do you transfer your inventory in a cargo without entering the inventory? Oh, yeah, I can do that. Let's do this. So, like, let's say I have like 100 food, right? And I want to throw it into this cargo container right here, right? So right now it's in my inventory. If I press Control middle mouse button, all components were deposited. Now the only thing that are in my inventory are my tools, and then it throws everything else in there. I am gonna get the food out though, because the game likes to remind me that I'm starving sometimes. Okay. Need odd width passage. Yeah. Is there a 2x2 connector with a force field? I don't think so. Wait. This guy? It's definitely not 2x2. I mean, the force field itself might be. No, it's 3x3. You know, it would be interesting, maybe, if we're gonna do the whole round thing. It might be cool to incorporate those connectors, not even using them as like connectors, but using them because if your hallway takes damage, it doesn't depressurize your whole base. So like if we were to do this, oh, but the issue is we wouldn't be able to make it. Oh, wait, let's do it the other way. So if we were to like flip this around, that. And then let's do some catwalks. Oops. Yeah, we could do double connector, but I don't know if that is necessarily better. Okay, and then we do. See, I really wish that the round windows could like. I wish there was like a 2x1. You know what I'm talking about? Where, or I guess what would it be? 3x2. 2x2? That's what I meant. 2x2. I wish there was a 2x2, so that way you could do a full round, and there would be something in the middle. See, separating the grid on a piston could work, but that like everything that we're doing here, I'm trying to be able to recreate in survival mode, and so we can't get too complicated. Ooh, but this could be interesting, perchance. What if we did something like this? Because underneath, to make the catwalk airtight, we have a conveyor port right there. And so we could do like the armored conveyors underneath, and that should make the catwalks airtight. And then if we did, where's the conveyors? Right here. And then maybe like throw some beams, because beams are awesome. Maybe we do that. I honestly have no idea. Let's walk through. Let's see how it feels. Let's get a feeling for it. Oh, just kidding. I'm in the I'm in the real base, not the copy base. All right, here we go. That confused me real bad. If I close this, will it stop blinking? Yes. Okay, good. That's kind of cool. It just doesn't feel sturdy though, you know? I do like the windows, but I feel like there is something missing. Neons maybe? Neons perhaps? That could be. How did I do this? Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do neon on the inside. But if I do this, if I switch it, so this is actually on the other block. That I just need a. Oops. Let's throw that right there. So if I do like this, that means I could add the famous neon underneath. That is cooler for sure. You can use armored variants of the windows to make it look more supported. Are there armored variants? Are you talking about like this one? Ooh. Ooh. Let's see. Does that look weird? Kind of, but I feel like there is something here that we could work with. Let's see. Oops. Because if we added... Okay, alright. So if we take this stuff out and we added that and then added that is interesting. Swap the catwalks with the one with walls. Oh, these ones? Steel catwalks? I could see that. Okay, okay. Line up those windows with the leg supports. Okay. Let's grab the leg supports. I feel like there's something else here. Sitting often, but I'm not sure of this activity. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alternating between the normal. Yeah, the normal and then those and then normal. Like we could do it like every other. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they look like. Maybe it might be too much, but let's try it. Oh, these are the wrong ones. Ooh, that is cool. That is cool. Wider walkways. Also, okay, wider walkways. I could see that, yeah. We would have to get rid of this this like connector thing, but that might not be the worst thing in the world. All right. Yeah, let's expand the walkway out a little bit. Maybe. You know what else? What might work, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Because the only thing that bugs me about the this armor thing right here is the fact that it kind of abruptly stops right there. So it might be interesting if we actually had the walkway. I wonder if like this would work better. Oops. Oh. Come on. Is that better or worse? I know not. Kind of makes it more claustrophobic. I feel like you lose like the. Yeah, I really like the idea of like it being open but also industrial. So I think what we're gonna do is take a couple of the ideas and merge them together. So let's just disconnect this from the base and we'll just delete it and we'll rebuild it, but better this time. I think it's disconnected, so let's try it. Okay, cool. All right, so this time we'll actually make it too wide. So like that, like that. And we'll go, I liked the idea of these, so we'll go with these. Ooh, actually, before I get too committed to the two, if I wanted to do one of these, this is... Oh, yeah, that's about two, right? Can you make the tunnel one block taller and have the catwalk go through the middle of the tube? Yeah? Yeah, we could. But it wouldn't be like as circular as it was before. You'd kind of lose a little bit of it. It's 3? This is 3? It's our 3. I'm older than you thought? Yeah. Yeah. Got some gray hair coming in the beard. Okay. Now we're just getting crazy. But when you have the opportunity for a gate, you know, you can't pass that up. I'll figure that out later. Say that when you're 50. Yeah, good point. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the day where I have a little bit of gray like around the sideburns. I know it looks like that might be gray, but it's just because my hair is really short. I got a haircut recently. But a little touch of gray. Oh yeah. Chad Mavin. Oh, well, thank you, Norca. Good morning. Little TOG. Yep. All right. Ooh, I might have messed up. Okay, I'm gonna put the gate where it needs to be, and then I will worry about like actually getting it set up with the base properly later. So let's put the gate out because we need a little bit more room. Man, who knew making a hallway would be so difficult? Okay. We haven't even like made the the thing that the hallway is supposed to go to eventually. We're just making hallways over here. Okay. Let's go like that. And why not? We'll have this be the opposite way just for a little bit of texturization. Okay, so then we had it like this. I could drive a rover through here. Maybe that's what we're gonna end up doing. Have glass in the floor in the middle. Ooh. Alright, I'll come back to that idea. If I remember. Do we want to... Is this getting too extra? Is that... Glad I catch it on live show. Love the NSSE. One question. Any trains planned for any of these? No trains planned for any of these. Absolutely not. Build a utility scooter. Oh, speaking of utility scooter, actually, I am fully sidetracked now. So remember that hoverboard that I built? I built one for space. And it is like one of my favorite things. Hold on. I forget that I don't have a jetpack. Hold on. I lost it. Okay, now I should be close enough. There we go. This is my space hoverboard. Yeah, anyway. I don't know why that got me so sidetracked, but yeah, this is the board. I can actually use this as a space bob. If for those who are familiar with Bob from Helgen, yeah, I can build out of this, and it's pressurized, so this thing is pretty awesome. Anyway, let's get back to all of our stuff. Okay, so I'm liking this idea. I'm liking this idea. What if we did, instead of the curved, I don't know if this will make it better or worse. You know what if we did square on the bottom for supports, and we did circular on the top for coolness. And then the support beams can come off of this. Alright, my spectator is moving a little too quick. I almost want it to be like... asymmetrical look nice. Like if I were to... like the asymmetrical that we have right now? Or are we talking about... like there was a moment there where I was like, ooh, should we just have one corner be rounded and like that? But then again, I don't know. Have for supports or just have one corner on the bottom to be square, kind of like a teardrop. Ooh, should we... you said alternating corners? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... I like the idea, but I sometimes forget that I have to... I'm gonna have to do all of this in survival mode, so if I can make it easier on myself, I'm going to. So, let's do this. Is there a... no. Dang. It would have been really cool if we could have fit that there. I have just like so many like contradicting ideas in my mind right now. I just gotta stick to one and play it out. See, but the gap doesn't make any sense. Okay. The sharp corners at the catwalks are terrible. Put the bottom windows on the block lower. Spacing did not work there. These ones? I guess, yeah, that does work. There. Alright, I'm gonna make an executive decision here. We are throwing a mirror on here. There we go. The catwalk's floating within the tube. Alright, we'll give it a go. We will give it a go. Yeah, that was a mistake. need to set up a... Okay. I guess it doesn't need to be that far down, right? Oh, maybe it does. Yes, it does. Or, wait, no, it doesn't. My brain, I don't think it really wants to be here right now. Okay. All right. So the interesting thing is if we do this, we could do graded catwalks, so we could like see down through. What does everyone think about that? This tunnel is gonna get thick. All right, let's let's finish up the circumference of this tunnel, and then we'll worry about the catwalks. Instead of doing alternating windows, I actually think that it might be better if we did. I wish that there was an inverted slope. You know, but there is not. What if we did? Nope, that was a mistake again. See, there are benefits and then there are downsides to mirror mode. Before anyone asks about the whole undo mod, do you want to know the honest reason why I don't use that? It's because I know that if I add it, that I will not be able to function without it. I will become so reliant on it that it'll become a habit, and then I'll just, yeah. So I'd rather just continue to make mistakes, because every mistake that I make, I realize like, oh, I should not do that next time. Huh. Yeah, theoretically, you would think that would work out that way. Yes, like build vision. I cannot play without build vision anymore. Perfect, now make it 1 wide. You don't like the 3 wide? I thought the 3 wide was actually pretty cool. There's some more block shapes, mods. Yeah, there are, I think. Ooh, just out of curiosity, now that I'm here. Not saying that this is the end of the tunnel, but what if we put that there? See, now that makes me want to make it go up 1 more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 1 higher. Yeah, I like the idea of the 3 wide, and the reason for that is because especially if we're going to be using these as like if we're gonna be building these big corridors and they're gonna look this cool and all that stuff, like they're probably gonna go a ways to a new like facility, and so I would like to be able to have at least like some kind of go-kart or something to get across rather than just walking. So 3 wide gives me a little bit more room to work with, like a little rover or something else like that. Or, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna say a train. But no, 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 no. Okay, and then let's do... Trains confirmed. No, trains are not confirmed. Can confirm, trains not confirmed. Dang, man. See, here's the thing. I really like the way that it looks, but it doesn't fit the rest of the build. And it could be just because I haven't made it, like, snowy yet. But the curves, man. It just... Everything else, like, nothing else has curves on it like that. Next episode, I will not have a train. No trains. This is a no train stream. I really wish that the mod author who made this made like a diagonal piece. That would be really nice. But beggars can't be choosers. And also I don't know how to mod, so it's not like I can do it. So I would like to learn how to mod. That would be pretty cool to do. See, but now that sucks. What do I do? Squares are boring. Yeah, I don't want the... What do you want to make? Okay, so you have taken me down a rabbit hole. What kind of mod would I like to make? Honestly, the mod that I really want to make actually isn't for this game. It's for Valheim. And I've been thinking about it a lot because one of the things that I think survival games really miss out on is this like NPC stuff. You build these really cool bases and then there's like nothing there, you know? Like you're a lone person. I mean, at least for me, when you're doing like solo gaming. And so I would love to do like more NPCs. So in Valheim, I think it would be really cool if either you set it up as like a shop, or I mean, if you were really sophisticated, you could set it up to be a little bit more than that, where you have an NPC that like as you get into the late game, like will go out and will like chop wood for you and bring it back. Or like get stone for you and bring it back. And so late game stuff where you don't want to have to like grind the resources so much, you could do that. Yeah, it would be nice if you could attract villagers. Yeah, exactly. Or like it'd be cool if like you built... I love this like RimWorld idea where you build like these rooms and they give you bonuses. And so it would be cool like if you built like a tavern or something else like that, and like almost like Terraria, like you attract a tavern keeper and they start to like work there, and then like as you continue to place down blocks to improve that room, the tavern keeper like has more items that they could give you. Yes, Valheim Death by Tree for sure. Games like Sims or City Skylines, yeah. Something like Mine Colonies mod. Yes, Mine Colonies. Very similar to that. Man, I'm so distracted. I don't... How somebody help me. What do we put in between? We can't just keep doing this. There has to be some kind of separator. Do we just do the windows? Like this? Yeah, Exactly. Innkeeper makes meals based off of ingredients and upgrades you make. Yeah. Just armor blocks. That's what I was thinking. The armor blocks, but the unfortunate thing is if you want to match the curve on the outside with the armor blocks, you got... that's heavy armor. I mean, not that it matters. Like, now you have to deal with the blockiness in here. Do you just deal with it? I don't know, I'm just messing around right now. Let me turn mirroring back on. I guess that's not like terrible. Another gate. So, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. Because if we did gates, like, in between, that means that, like, we could... I mean, it would very much be like a safety thing, kind of like what everybody has been telling me I should do inside the base, where if the glass gets shot out, we can close off, like we can partition, you know, the things, right? But for the most part, we can just leave them open, and then we just... And it looks very industrial. Like, it looks... I mean, these gates are like some of my favorite blocks. And, you know, very Halo-esque. Alright, I see you. I don't remember who gave that recommendation, but I like your recommendation. Thank you for it. I like how your brain works. Ooh, actually. And it lends itself to down here. I can use this as a spot to do, like, supports. Ooh. Okay. All right, okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it is a ridiculous amount of gates, but, you know, I don't know if I care. Yeah, I am gonna have to change that, but that's fine. Let's add another gate. All right. Ooh, trigger the gates with sensors so they just open one at a time as you go through. That'd be fun. So yeah. So okay. So we have a good concept. The gates I think is a good idea, but having that many gates, especially if like we continue this onward, might get a little bit not only component heavy, but just a little too much. So I wonder if we could do a thing where like we do a gate and then something else and then a gate and then something else and then yeah. That way we just, and I think it'll open it up a little bit more. Half round window box to fill the gaps. So we do gate, then on this right here we do the window blocks. Actually, technically, I could leave it like that and then actually still have the same support structure because those are on the inside and these are on the outside. Yeah, we'll definitely run a conveyor underneath for sure. And then where's the you can add these catwalks back in. Okay, yeah, so then there's that, and then that means this one would also do the same. So we take that, go like that, get rid of the gate. Like this. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty cool. All right, let's do a thing really fast. So I'm gonna take this. I just want to see like what it would look like if we were to kind of continue this. So let me make sure that I can actually set this up. So oh, didn't have. thing on. Okay, and then in order to make it work with that, we just need to have, yeah, just need to have the windows. Okay, let's turn the mirroring back on. That's right? Yeah. And then I think right now we also kind of have that going on. And then we just put the catwalks over it. Cool. So now if I grab it, it should just continue. Right? Yep. Awesome. And now we can do that again. Because, you know, who knows how ridiculous this is going to get. But might as well try it out. Oh, yeah. So. Behold, a hallway. Yeah, seriously. That was a long time to go for a hallway. But I will say it is a nice hallway. But yeah, it is gonna be super expensive and time consuming. But you know, as long as it looks good, honestly. Like, it's not like I mean, you kind of do, but in reality, like, you have the entire solar system in Space Engineers. And so, are you really ever going to run out of resources? Methinks not. Okay. So let me delete this. I'm just going to blueprint this for funsies. I'm going to call it okay, and then we're going to copy it. And we're going to add it to the base like doesn't want to add. Yeah, I don't blame it. All right, let's try it like this. What are we bumping into? Maybe this. Okay, so let's get rid of this. All right, let's paint it. Maybe that will help it look like it belongs, because right now it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, that's not as bad. And if let's set up some of this stuff to be orange as well. In retrospect, I probably could have painted it prior to copy and pasting it a bunch of times. Probably would have what a smarter person would have done. All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be that long, but it is that I think that works. It looks like a caterpillar. It does look very caterpillar-esque. I could see that, yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. So now that we... No! It does not look like a train. It does not look like a train. To make it less slicey, the base needs to be 3 times beefy. Yeah. Ah, man. You know what sucks? I'm gonna try it. Somebody said earlier that what if you like dug down? There's no way I'm gonna do this in real life. There's no way. It's so much work. That's just, it would be too much work. But for the sake of curiosity, hold on. I need to do this differently. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this is... I'm not great with voxel hands. I don't know if you can tell. Okay. Just out of curiosity. What would it look like if we did... Nope. Nope. Come on. Why are you doing this? There we go. Still not doing what I wanted to do. There we go. Subway train. Yeah, I want it to be known. There's no way I'm gonna do it this way. But yeah, that somebody said at the beginning, like, what if you had it like kind of in the ground, but then glass on top, and that is a cool look. Can confirm that was a good choice. Yeah. Okay, so obviously this is too long. I just made it that long to make it like, I don't know, proof of concept. So let's go right here. Cut it off. Yeah, I guess I could load autosave. Good point. How's that undo mod sounding now? You know, not so bad. Not so bad. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, I did just delete my base. Look, I mean, it was a copy of my base, but it was the one that we were working on. Huh. I did not realize that. I didn't cut it. I just deleted it. Does it save it to the clipboard if you just delete it too? Oh, Zardo, I didn't even realize you were here. What's up? Am I saying your name wrong? Because I have referenced you multiple times. Going back to the start stream, when do you think Patreon build contest will be ready? Probably let's say next weekend. Give me a little bit of time because I want to edit a few things, but yeah, let's try next weekend. Okay, good. I am getting it right. I would have been pretty embarrassed. I tried to like, I gave you a shout out for all the hard work that you do on the modding stuff, and then I'm like butchering your name. That'd be pretty embarrassing. Okay. So I think we have sufficiently established hallway. Hallway. We now have, this is one of the ideas with which we can build off of. So let's switch gears, because this is kind of the more modular route, and when we want to have like different production areas, we would have hallways that link between them. This isn't the end all be all. I'm not going to promise that like this is exactly what it's going to be like in survival mode, because as all of you know, building in creative mode is a lot easier than building in survival mode when you don't have a jetpack, you don't have unlimited resources, and you don't have oxygen. So it might be a simplified version of this. Also, I am still struggling a little bit with the fact that it's rounded and the base is more angular. So that is something that I don't love. So yes, but we have a premise. This is a premise. This is an idea, and this is one way that we could do it. So I'm gonna come over here and let's on this stream. I think I probably just want to do like a second idea, and instead of doing a modular one, oh, we could still do modular, but let's focus on making it like continuing to make it like a superstructure. So everything is part of one base rather than not, I guess. not part of one base. Let's find a better place to put this. There we go. Might be useful to use a projector for stream builds after the fact. It's true. Historically, I've tried not to do that. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I'm just a masochist. But typically, if I like build something in creative mode that I plan on bringing into the no suit survival, I will just rebuild it from scratch rather than using a projector. I don't know why in my brain it feels like cheating if you use the projector. I know like it is a great tool, but I mean, one thing that I've just kind of learned is that when I do build it like a second time, like I'll have reference photos of what I've built previously. When I build it the second time, it's always better than the first time. Because I find like new places to put blocks, like utility blocks, or I can get a little bit more hydrogen in there or something else like that. Plus, it makes for better content when you guys see those time-lapse builds of like ships and stuff. At least when I'm editing, I really like to go. I like the parts where I shut up and I can just watch the building process. But I could be alone in that. I mean, I don't know. Some people have said I have a nice voice, but to me, my voice gets real annoying real fast. Okay, so over here, let's think about a little bit of a different strategy. Who's calling me? No, I don't know. I wonder if you can come up with some sort of transport vehicle that you could chain together. Why is everyone coming at me with this whole train situation? I don't understand what I did. Do you know how much time and resources we have wasted in Skyjack trying to build a train? Man, get out of here, Reaver. Go away. Alright. Which one was it? I think this is the one I was messing with, right? Yeah. Yeah, we have wasted... That's gold content. It is such a waste of resources. Like I mean, it keeps me up at night sometimes when I think just about how inefficient we are being by doing what we are doing the way that we're doing it. It hurts me a lot inside. Yeah. Okay, so the thought process here with what I'm doing is I'm thinking that it might be cool if we we could make the walkway or like the glass or whatever, but we could kind of incorporate it into what we already have here. So like I could take this wall that hasn't even been fully welded anyway, that doesn't get a whole lot of screen time because I've just left it behind here. Like that. And then we could turn this part into the greenhouse. Yeah. something like that. It's unfortunate that I can't do what I want to do right there. Let's do it this way. Does anyone watch Skyjack for efficiency? I sure hope not. I sure hope not, because you are going to be sorely disappointed. Oh, yeah. It is. Yeah. You want to know something funny? This is kind of like peeking behind the curtain a little bit. But I have on multiple occasions had to have us redo recordings because I'm just like, guys, we did nothing. Like, we've accomplished 0 things and we weren't even that funny. And so I'm like, scrap what we did. Like, we're starting again. To train Jack. Yeah, I don't understand how we got so sidetracked. The whole point of the exercise was to fight against assert and try to get like thrusters from those guys. Although I think I said it in I think I said it in one of the episodes, but we, and by we I mean I, accidentally picked the worst possible planet to do this scenario on, because I didn't realize that the planet, the edge of the cliffs is the edge of the atmosphere. And so right now, like assertive installations and things like that, it all operates off of, or I guess like all of the bases and stuff like that, the drones that they send out are all atmospheric drones. And so if it spawns up on that like ice tundra, the ships can't fly up there. And so they'll be grounded, which definitely makes it easier for us to get that stuff. But it also still means that we're not going to be able to get hydrogen thrusters or anything else like that. So we're going to have to figure out some kind of way where we're going to do a thing where we have to trade in like maybe 4 atmospheric thrusters to get 1 small hydrogen thruster. What planet are you using in that playthrough? It's called, let me see. I think it's called Salona. I remember that because I kept making the joke, "Ay, Salona," which is the song, but now I don't remember the full song. What is it? I don't remember. Yes, cliff elevator is definitely one of the thoughts. I was actually messing around with an idea of like, what if you put the maglev rails vertically, and then used wheels to like get you. That's what it is. My Sharona, thank you. Yeah, use the maglev vertically and then use wheels as traction on the side to get it to go up. But there are some difficulties there, so. So you would have to change atmospheric top modifier, planet mod, just in sandbox. Okay, I can mess around with that. I mean, I at some point I messed around and made Helgen have 3 times the normal gravity. I don't remember how I did that. Like, I call it going galaxy brain, when like I figure something out and I do the thing and then I forget immediately how it was done, and I'm just like, I did it once before, but I have no recollection of how that happened. Yeah, switchbacks. We could use switchbacks, but man, it just would take forever. it would take so long. And if so, just tell me to check the Discord. But why add the catwalks to the tracks? Okay. So the reason we add the catwalks to the tracks is because right now we don't have any thrusters, and so with the maglev trains, there is no propulsion on it. And so what we do is we add those catwalks so that way we have the wheels underneath that can get traction on it and propel the train. Once we get thrusters, we don't need to have the catwalks, which will save us a bunch of time and energy. Honestly, once we get one thruster, because then we could throw up a VTOL script, and that thing will just spin around and get us going where we need to go. But yeah, right now, because we don't have thrust. The funny thing is honestly, if we would have just made like a normal train, like if we would have spent the time looking at other people's builds, like train style builds in Space Engineers without the hover rails, where like they just sit on like blast door blocks and they just use hinges to slowly turn it, it would have saved us so many resources. I mean, the blast door blocks take a lot to weld up, but think about it this way, like it would be so much easier for us to just project the next blast door block instead of like the freaking 45 blocks that we do every 10 meters. Saving time and energy in Skyjack? I think not. Yeah, 100%. We do not. Efficiency? What is that? Not here. I don't really know what I'm doing with this, but we're going for it, so. Honestly, why don't we just do this? Yep. So there's that. Time to go walk the dogs. Later, y'all. Later. Thanks for stopping by. I can do a separate upload of my hydro thrusters to make them require the Atmo thruster components, but in a larger quantity for Skyjack. If you end up going that way, require the Atmo thruster components. To make them require the Atmo thruster components. Well, ooh, I like this idea, Zardo. I think so. The issue is that like what we're doing, the way that we're doing it right now, is we can't like grind down and then like put them onto other stuff. What we have to do is we have to use the advanced weld mod, and we have to deattach them from whatever the other ship is, and then attach them to, like surgically attach them to our crafts. And so it definitely makes it like a challenge that way. So grinding them down, and like especially because we have the off scrap mod on too, I don't know if that would work out, but I do appreciate the idea, and I will be thinking about other ways that that might be able to be implemented. I appreciate your willingness to do that. But I'll probably whoa, so many. You guys gonna blow up so many salvage thrusters? Oh yeah, 100%. That was kind of the thought at the beginning. Was just like there are so many times we're gonna try to do it and fail, and that was kind of the idea. Is like it's gonna be funny because eventually we'll figure it out, but we're gonna have to go through quite a few before we do figure that out. Check the sun's rotation. It makes no sense to build a greenhouse on the dark side of your base. You know, that's fair. That is fair. That's fair. Pretty sure though, I think. Yeah, no, yeah. We got the, yeah, no, we're good. Greenhouse. We got the greenhouse. Okay, how's it going? Good, how are you doing? I wish that I had the creative juice you have. I'm running out of creative juice right now. What was the... You know whose creative juice I wish I had, which now saying out loud sounds weird. Let me find the video. It was like I watched this dude make like a snub-nosed fighter. And it was like one of the coolest, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Oh, yep, found it. Yeah, when you guys, it's Stratus Gaming, did a Let's Build episode 2 called XSF1 Snub Fighter. It is a super cool fighter thing. Go check it out after the stream for sure. Alright, I am getting sidetracked. So, do we like that? I feel like, is that like a cop-out? No, it's not. I've decided. Because I'm going to... Yeah, go away. I have damage and shooting turned off for this creative stuff, so I'm not really worried about the reavers right this second. But they are annoying. So I'm thinking that the more the idea of making a like a compound like this. Ew, gross. The idea of making like a compound where everything's kind of connected together makes me want to do that rover idea a little bit more. Which is just like we have like a little go-kart that we just drive around the base that's pressurized. And it would be cool if we had Zardo's like dock on the back of the rover so we can just kind of do like this. I cannot tell you how much joy this brings me, by the way. Like, the fact that I can just go, like, whoop, and I'm in the base. Especially for how long I've been playing with this no-suit situation, this is the greatest thing ever. Anyway, having a rover that has one of those just on the back, and we just park it up in the car, or park it up on the base, and then just walk back into the base, that would be fun. AI image generator? What are you talking about? I said that earlier. I still like the idea of Nevermore drone fighter. Yeah, I also like that idea. I think the shape of the Evermore is super cool, and I think it'd be... I've been wanting to design more ships that have like folded wings with hinges, and so I think it'd be cool with the Evermore the way that it is. Like if we blueprint it, I think it's already blueprinted, but we paste it, get rid of the ore detector in the middle because obviously you don't need it. change the face a little bit because you don't want to have a fighter that has an exposed cockpit quite like that. I'd probably make it so you have a control seat behind armor and then you just have cameras on the outside. But I think it'd be cool if we had like wings on hinges that folded down like maybe like 30 degrees or something else like that, and that's where your guns are. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. The Evermore as a train. I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about this whole train business. Hobbity fuss, just said Mavin. Yes. What do you need? Please, I don't want to annoy around 180 people by posting it like a bot. What? Has the idea said? What? Wait. I put it through. You know what? Maybe I'll talk to Swift. I'll talk to E-Rock. I'll show them the Evermore, which I think that they're already familiar with it, and and we'll see if they want to use that as the base of the train. Man, wait, did you say 180 people? How many people? I'm looking at the comments right now on OBS, so I actually don't have a lot of the info that like YouTube offers. So I don't know how many concurrent viewers we have right now. Whoa! We have 184 or 83 people. Okay. No pressure. I'm glad that I didn't know that before. Okay. So, yeah, what were we doing? Yes. We were talking about making like a road kind of deal. Because that is always fun. Actually, let's do this. Music is gone. Give me a second. All right. What's behind this? Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, because like we could make this road like this. I could honestly, we could how would we want to do that? Let's see. We could set it up to where we take this like catwalk right here. We'd have to get rid of this vent, and we can always add more vents other places. And then we kind of get up to right here because this is nothing. And then this could be like our way to get to the second floor, and then we could do like a second floor up here, moving our guns. Why don't we do that? Let's move these and see what we can come up with up here, because we need all that room for like apartments and like that kind of stuff. All right, so now let me get rid of all of the stuff that just dropped on the ground. Am I on Helgen right now? Oh, what the heck? Well, hello. Nice to know this is... Whoa. Nice to know this is still working. Cool. Let's get back to where we were trying to be. Why are there 3 Evermores? Oh, because I copied and pasted the... Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay. How many Germans in the chat? Love your work. Been watching from the start. Recommended you to others to watch. Thank you, Mantis. Yes, Adzardo. So I'm going to have to propose that this internal rover be a Segway. Like a two-wheeled, like... That could be kind of cool. Using the version of Helgen on my jetpack nerf. I knew the lightning was rough, but holy crap, you have to have it. Oh, yeah, no, those are... Yeah, the storms are awful on Helgen. I had no idea. And that was just... Like, I downloaded the Helgen on the Steam Workshop that said, like, weather update. And I was like, oh, cool, a weather update on a planet. Like, that's awesome. It was not awesome. Can confirm. Modules connected with corridors would be easier to work with, but still look awesome. Yeah, I like the corridors, and I really like the corridor that we made. I just don't know if it fits in this situation. I will say though, so I've had an idea in my mind of like how I want to do a base on Caldera. Because it's a lava planet, I want it to all be like you have heavy armor on the ground, and then you have to be like a certain distance away from the ground. So our entire base is going to be like suspended in the air. And I think that a corridor like the one that we built today would do really, really well with something like that. I think that would be super, super cool. This planet has always been the one where I've been a little lost on kind of how I wanted to proceed. So... yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to do this live stream, kind of plan it out. I mean, I was probably gonna plan it out on my own anyway, but I'm learning that it's a lot more fun to do it with other people. An elevator in the base would be cool. That's true, elevator. That would be cool. I think I even have the catwalks with. Nope, I lied. There's a mod that has a catwalk with a button on it, so it's purposefully made for elevators. Maybe I do have it, I just didn't. No, I'm lying. I don't have it. If you could use the turret controller and make ball turrets, it would cut down on the sheer amount of turrets. Yeah, I do want to do that, and I have a design for that, like using the large grid. Or using the large small grid hinge with the small hinge head, so that way it's like more self-contained, if that makes sense. People have probably seen those, right? Where you have like the little tiny thing and it kind of like floats in the middle of it. Yeah. Maybe he got lost in bad internet connection here. Is the stream coming through poorly? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, stream's still looking good. Good. Okay. So let's see. How do we want? Well, let's start. Oops. Let's start by coming over here and actually making it so we know kind of where we're going. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. See, I don't want to get rid of these though, so we're gonna have to go up from here. Still one more over, just so that way I still have this. Okay, come up here. Oops. Okay, I kind of want to do it so we actually come out like around this this area down here, because I think it'd be cool if this was like if there was a part right here that was glass as we went up. So let's see. Am I the only one that just like sits here sometimes and it's just like, I know this block fits somehow, but it just doesn't want to right now. It's just, wait, see, like that, but the other one. I know that it can, it just doesn't want to. I'm having a stroke right now. What is happening? It will fit. I know it will. I saw, like... Alright, I'm gonna get rid of those. Maybe that was the problem. Oh. I don't think it was the problem, but by changing it somehow. Oh. That was truly an awful experience. Okay. All right. Yep. Whoops. Window. Yeah. I think it will pressurize here in a second. I just need to switch out these half blocks for full blocks. Hold on. Which I've really made easy for myself by putting in the windows first. let's grab this and do. Don't know if I love that. Hold on. Oh, calm down. Might as well just do that. Okay, and then that, and it should pressurize. Whoa, it's a big old ship over there. Make it slope? Make what slope? Make the glass slope or make the armor slope? That's cool. Alright, now we can head upstairs. It's true. The wheels do not vanish in Astroneer. I do have to say, trains way easier to make in Astroneer than in Space Engineers. The rails, they just connect automatically even. You just plop down a rail thing and it just figures out the whatever and it just does it, and it's awesome. It is amazing. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is in desperate need of some decorating, but that's not what we're here for right now. What we're here for is the proof of concept. So far, this concept is proofed. So far. Okay, so now we would have to, well, we would have to keep it pressurized. So, ooh, actually, it'd be cool if we did continued that whole glass theme. Actually, it's 45 degrees. Let's try. Nope. Always looking for an excuse for a gate. Let's see. See, now I have ideas, and that's gonna be a problem. Because, like, now I'm like, well, what if, you know, we turn this over here into, like, a, like, landing pad for something. And then what if we made this like a hallway that continues just around or through? Yeah, like through it. I don't know what's happening. It's just, it just is. It's a good question about the light side. I don't know. I'm just, the song is just mesmerizing me. Going into a trance-like state. Because, obviously. Well, I sometimes forget that I can't do that. Even though the gate is awesome, there, it's not airtight. You know what I've been thinking that would be really cool? It would be really cool to do a ship with Zardo's connector, where it is facing downwards, like this. You just connect down like that, and then you just have like a ladder or something through it, and so you can just go straight up into your ship. That would be pretty cool. Which theoretically could be done with this. I just don't have a ship that does this. But if I did... Yeah, and then I have one of these on the other ship, and it just comes in like that. And then you basically just jump down, and then as long as you have a ladder that you can see in your ship, you can just grab onto the ladder and get into your ship that way. It'd be pretty cool. Hey, Zardo, are you still, ladder connector variant is in the works? Ooh. Hey, quick question for you. So you have the, hold on. This guy. And so there's a large grid version that works with the small grid, so they're like the same size. But the small connector passageway for large grid doesn't have a variant that has the force field. So I was just wondering if that's something that could be done. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It doesn't need to be done. Honestly, everything you've done so far, awesome sauce. Yeah, I never got around to releasing that one. It's already modeled, just need to add it. Perfect. That EXE is taking too long to respond. Man. Okay, so yeah, this could be like a control tower too, rather than like a docking pad. This could be a control tower, just because we also need one of those for our like on our to-do list. Yeah, and on it. Okay, I want you guys to answer me honestly. Is doing this kind of base too similar to what we did on Helgen? Because right now my inclination is to do something kind of like this. But if most people agree that it kind of feels more of the same, which I kind of think it does a little bit, then I think I'll have to figure out a corridor situation. What do you guys think? I guess that's true, Dennis. This one does require to be like being airtight. Want to look at the AI picture? Yeah. Did you throw it in the Discord? Okay, cool. So, okay. The same. Okay. snowy steel industrial castle. That is pretty cool. I think it's sort of the same, but it's your style, which is good style. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the style. A little bit like the other base. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it feels the same, change a more round look. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. I need to maybe like with the reason it all of a sudden started feeling a lot more like the previous base was like the first base that we had with the greenhouse looked exactly like that. So maybe what I need to do is incorporate the round blocks with the greenhouse. Give it a different style look, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I could do something a little bit better with that. Okay. The other looked thinner. Yeah, because of the air tightness, this is gonna be a chonky boy. What about the central tower with hangars and the control tower? What about the central tower with hangars and the control tower in it? So you're saying we build vertically and like have like a big tower and then a bunch of bays that that I could have ships go into? The only thing it's missing is a train station. Mark. Maybe swap it for O2 farms. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Maybe a dome ceiling. That's what I was actually kind of thinking. Like, what if I did like some kind of combination of the two, where I have kind of like this, right? Like this portion right here is like connected, but it is kind of like separate, and then I have like a biodome or something, you know? Maybe that'll work. Scatter them and you can connect them however you want. Yeah, that would be cool. I think it would look nice with the building. Seen the KSP2 habitat? I have not. Wait, KSP2? Do I have that one? I have a couple oh my gosh, have you guys seen this Dauntless ship, by the way? Not to get totally sidetracked, but oh, the Rusty Garage is so cool. Oh, Kerbal Space Program. Sorry, I don't know where my brain was. Not here, that's for sure. No, I've actually never played Kerbal Space Program. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, the Dauntless Starship. You guys gotta check this out. One day, I hope to be able to build like this person. This is Newfang. I don't know if you guys have seen them on YouTube. Like not that many subscribers for some reason. With just the quality of builds that they do, it's just bonkers. I love this ship so much. Future just thought I'd throw it out there. Yeah, Newfang makes some seriously awesome stuff. Central tower, then specialized buildings around it. In the central tower, you can have your personal needs and then control it for a different base. Council chat. It was a huge biodome on top. You gotta try it. Love that guy. She also does have trains. I don't. I think we have made a mistake. I think that people greatly overestimate the amount in which I like trains. I do think that they're cool, like in real life. I took a trip to Switzerland, and in the U.S. our public transportation is awful. In Switzerland, the public transportation is amazing. It has been a lifelong dream to go to Switzerland. I was finally able to do so, and at no point did I ever feel like I was missing out by not having a car, and it was like so cool. And so for that reason, I do think trains are awesome, but I do not think trains are as awesome as you guys think that I think that they are. He makes so many clang ships. He does make some clang ships for sure. And then the rest of the final base needs to have a scatter building around. That's it. Kerbal train program. He said he likes trains. Trains confirmed. Yeah. No, not flush with the YouTube money. I've just been saving for quite a while. That was something that. So I will tell you, I'm married, and I've been married for a little while, and so my wife and I have never done anything like big for an anniversary. So for our 5th anniversary, we were like, hey, we've never taken a trip, we've never done anything, so let's splurge and go on a big trip. Oh, I see one of my close buddies is in here. That's awesome. Thanks for being here, man. I didn't think this was your thing, but I appreciate I appreciate your support. I won't call you out specifically. Standing cylinders that's connected by glass tubes. That would be cool. Think about greenhouse, but it's not a single room. It's 2 or 3 standing cylinders. Let's try that out. I'm gonna leave this here because I love it. Actually, even before doing that, let's just walk through it, shall we? Let's look at a pro, so that way I can feel really bad about myself, and maybe it'll motivate me to try harder. Or I can just clip through it. There we go. Yeah. This dude. This is a small grid right here in the big grid, like in the large grid. Like, can we just, are you kidding me? Like, can you just calm down? Ridiculous. Just so awesome. And then you put the light on the ground. I don't know why you did that, but it's oh, is it to keep it pressurized? Genius. Genius. Now we're back over here. How do we get back into the roof? Where's the way back up? Oh, I think it was a ladder. I probably missed it. Yeah. Yep, coming through. Looking good. Gravity generator. Yeah, check this out. So this entire roof up here is all small grid timer blocks and turret controllers and programmable blocks and everything else like that. And even these seats right here wrap around. I mean, look at, and it just like, it fits. It like it was meant to be there. Like the planning on that is just bonkers to me. What a wild thing to be able to do. It's so good. Right? Like, am I the only one? Am I freaking out for nothing, or do other people feel this way? This is just so cool. And the bed's on the side. Yeah, I don't know how Newfang learned all this cool stuff, but they do an incredible job building stuff. And for me, I love asymmetrical ships. Like when they're done like with purpose like this, so cool. Where's the hold on, there's a oh, that was an open hangar door. I didn't mean to do that. Where is the solar system? There we go. Yeah. That's not super complicated. That's just 2 hinges, but still so cool. And when you close it, do you see those ion thrusters? Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just so much cool. How much longer do you plan on streaming? Probably not very much longer. I do have to use the restroom. Yeah. But I do want to try that idea that was given to me about what if we did like greenhouse where we had like separate pillars of glass and then had like greenhouse stuff inside of them. That sounds like a really interesting concept. I don't have a fraction of their skill. Oh yeah, no, I will never. I don't think I'll ever be on the level that Newfang is at. They come out with stuff like there's like the skimmer, the suspension on like their like really complex skimmer, like it's like blue or black and blue. It's just I don't understand how that is even possible what they've done. Okay, so how would we put stuff in here? Sometimes that's good though. I've been to space camp twice back in the early 90s. Space is a premium commodity. Fitting everything in that you can is tight. Yeah. I'm assuming when you say you've been to space camp and then the space that you're talking about in your second sentence is space camp as in like the final frontier, and then the second one space as in like the ability to put things in places. Because if you read that both as the final frontier, it was very confusing. Just need to set up your ship printer game. Step up your ship printer game. Maybe. The best mech sci-fi themes all have asymmetrical ships. It's true. It's true. I just find out your stream right now. What have you done until now? Honestly, not a whole lot. I'm just mostly talking, if I'm being quite honest with you. I was hoping to be a little bit more productive, but I got so excited by having a bunch of people here chatting with me that I got basically nothing done. You may never know unless you tried it. Yeah. Specialty is actually in base design. I think base design is very cool. If you flip the flat panes of glass, you can use this space for the greenhouse modules. Oh yeah. Oh, good idea. Thank you. So we could do like, I almost think it'd be cool to do like these herb growers, because you have the maybe I should do the other side of the glass because it's more see-through like that. No, that's. I can find another place for this. So if we did like something small, like let's do these, and then in the middle we could put like a tree, and then Maybe like separate them by a few blocks. And then we'll put the tree in the middle on this one again, and then like we'll do wheat over here. Ooh, okay. And then what if we... There's an inverted window, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. And if we did something like that... Ooh, I don't know if we're going to be able to get all these shapes, but... like, does this block even exist? Not really. But let's see if we can make this work. So... It always sucks, like, when you have an idea and you feel like it's gonna work, but, like, it's just that they don't have that one block, you know? There we go. Okay, so then... oh yeah, use small domes of the trees in the middle cross. And the cat in my face. It's a lot more alive. This is a test. I'm gonna go full dome. I don't know if I'm gonna go full dome. Maybe even seating your boxes. I've linked some of my stuff before in your Discord, but at search industries, it should pull up. Put a ladder in the shaft in the middle so you can raise the towers up a few blocks. I might just have to figure something else out with regards to those. Let's go back to the original idea. So, all right, let's get that. Ooh, or what if we did just, I don't know, just messing around. What if we did like these? Give us a little bit more space because it doesn't really like change anything necessarily. Is that... Ooh, getting very terrarium vibes. Ooh, I think we got something going here. I don't really know how we're going to close off the whole tree enclosure here. That is a bummer. All right, let's do the domes on the tree enclosures, and then we'll figure out the other stuff. Yeah, I feel like conveyors are missing. Yeah, for sure. This is just we're just testing out different design stuff. I can worry about piping later. Also, right now, these none of these plants or anything actually produce anything. So this is purely cosmetic as it stands right now. I need to have the hydroponic system to actually create food and stuff. Or just a food resequencer, I think is what it's called. Okay. I need to get more music because I have listened to this song so many times. Where's the vid or the window? What? Wait, is there a vid this week or was this week? Yeah, I posted a video earlier today. It came out at noon. But it wasn't very long, and the reason is because I was kind of struggling with what I wanted to do next. And so I figured, you know what? Let's go into creative mode with the peeps and let's see if we can come up with a couple different ideas on how we want to move forward with the base. And now we're here. No. It'd be really rad if they added a terraformer mod where on the atmospheric planet it would affect the outer layers. Terraformer mod where on atmospheric planets it affects the outer layers, so it's really habitable. I'm not sure I understand. There is a terraforming mod other than with like voxel hands. It's called Terrain Tool. I think it's pretty new and it's super cool. I've used it in Skyjack to like help make our little train station. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of capabilities with it that I haven't even explored yet with regards to like being able to like add terrain that would be from like a different planet. So for example, like something like this, if I wanted to actually have terrain in here instead of you know, the way that it is right now, I could actually add terrain into this place and then make it look a little bit more natural. And I could make it like from the Earth-like planet. I want to put this upside down like that, but I don't think it wants to let me, which is a bummer. It's fine. Okay, so things I learned. One, it does look cool to have these kind of modular things. It would be even cooler if we did it so they were partially sunken into the base a little bit, so the armor kind of came around, which would be nice. And then you can like walk through them with like a tunnel. However, I do think I made a mistake by making it so the glass was dark on the outside. I should just make it dark on the inside so it's easy to see. Also, another thing I would probably do differently is make it so the top of them are inverted, so they're upside down, so that way I could put a light that shines down, like one of those panel lights that shines down on the tree. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, it would be nice if like you had like 4 of those like modules, you know, and then incorporate like these kinds of things like around the sides or something else like that. Like if you were to make it like a hallway, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. No, so the food resequencer isn't a kitchen. It's a that's from the Eat, Drink, Sleep mod. I have a different one called like the Daily Need Survival one. I haven't tried that other one, but I hear that one's pretty good. So at some point I might want to replace it. Don't forget to hydrate IRL and also restroom and take a walk. Fresh ideas will come. That's a good point. Yeah, I've been sitting here for a little while. Yeah. I think I'll have to go to bed now. The stream was fun though. Hope you do something similar in the future. Yeah, I do want to stream more moving forward. I'm still trying to figure out like kind of the flow where I want to be able to read people's messages but also get things done. Today was a little bit more free form, so I also think that I might do live streams like for other games, because it's kind of hard to balance wanting to branch out from just space engineers and like managing that kind of like workload, because it takes a lot of time to like record and then edit these videos, and if I add more series, right, like I wanted to do that RimWorld one, but that was kind of like an accident that one was. That's a whole story in and of itself. It's gonna be a while before I do another one of the RimWorld episodes. But like if I have like 3 or 4 series going on at the same time, you're only gonna be able to see like one no suit survival a month, and that's not what people want. So I think what I might do in the future is live stream other games and then like do my episodes of Space Engineers. We'll see how that goes. What is you use transparent LCDs with a moisture texture to add controlled climate vibe? That would be cool. I don't know where I'd get a moisture texture for an LCD, but that would be pretty cool. A light panel at the top rather than a window. Also true. Also true. Good point. I might have overcomplicated that. EDSR is way better implementation of the mechanics, in my opinion. Gotcha. Need farming to make those grow pods produce food. Might consider doing this thing with your Patreon guys at VC. I don't know what VC is. And a kitchen to produce things that you combining ingredients. Have some of the Discord mods help you with the stream. They can have a way to signal or chat in different levels as well. Yeah, that's true too. Is I need to probably start like putting together a crew. Right now I rely on that British gamer, but I hate asking him to do stuff, and so like he just kind of does things, and I'm just like, oh, thank you so much, but like I'd never want to ask him to do anything, and so yeah, I have a hard time like, I don't know, trying to delegate, especially because YouTube doesn't really pay you anything, and so. Like I have a hard time asking people to do things, especially when you can't pay them. If you live stream the other games, will you upload them? Would you upload the live? Yeah. And I'm not gonna make any promises, but I could possibly also do like a not nearly as edited. Like it won't be scored. It won't be like, you know, like. It won't be to the level of like a No Suit Survival episode or like a Skyjacks episode. But I could also theoretically like have it cut down so to get rid of some of those longer pauses. That shouldn't be too difficult, but I'm not gonna promise, because editing is a beast in and of itself. Farming is the name of the mod. I mean, here's the thing with the farming mod. Like, is that something that do we need to add that extra level of difficulty? Is it fun, or does it just make it harder? Because I don't know if I need to necessarily make it harder. How can you get membership on you? How can you get membership? You can't find any button for it. I'm on a PC. I think I have to go through a thing with YouTube to like set up the membership thing. I haven't really done that because this is the first time I've streamed on YouTube. But as I continue to do it more often, that's definitely something that I should do. But if you're looking for membership, Patreon right now is the one that's like integrated with Discord, and we got a Patreon like challenge, like build challenge coming up this next weekend and stuff like that. So if that's something that you're interested in, then definitely check that out. The link should be in the description. As long as you're having fun. Yeah, no, I have fun doing this for sure. It definitely beats what I've done previously. It's just one day, you know, me and Mr. Beast are gonna be hanging out and talking about, you know, the days where we didn't have any people on YouTube. That's a joke. That's never gonna happen. If you get your ducks on the same page, yeah. Let's do it back for the NSSE. Yeah. Quite different from your regular series. It might be a good idea to put on a separate channel. That's it. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I think there are pros and cons to that for sure. Adding stuff to a separate channel. Because like I don't want the Mad Mavin channel to like just be like space engineers, and then like have like a Angry Mavin channel be like Project Zomboid, and like, you know, but like I have thought about other stuff like I don't know if anyone's familiar with the channel Nerd Forge, but the idea of like making like nerdy stuff, like crafting nerdy stuff, like I don't know if I'd be good at it, but it's always been something that I've wanted to do. So like if I were to make another channel, I'd probably do something different, kind of like that. Might even come up to your door. Yeah, knowing Mr. Beast, well, I don't know him, but with watching some of the stuff on his channels and things like that, yeah, anything is freaking possible. He could just show up and be like, hey, we're friends now. But yeah, anyway, I think we've gotten a couple different ideas, and I think I think I want to incorporate some kind of corridor, but it's definitely not going to be nearly as intense as the one that we made over there. I'm going to save that design. Let me go back to it for those who maybe not saw it earlier. So like this kind of corridor thing, I'm going to save this type of design, maybe iterate on it a few more times, and this will probably be something that we see when we do end up on Caldera, because that planet for sure is going to be like everything on stilts, and like buildings are going to be separated by a bunch of different stuff. So I'll keep that in mind. Maybe for this one, I'll make a smaller, more accessible kind of version. Yeah, I think the plan is going to be to continue to make a compound and just build out like this. Yeah. And I think at some point I'm just going to have to, honestly, you know what I need to do is I need to, after building the greenhouse, well, maybe before building, I don't know. What I need to do is I need to set up some places for refineries and assemblers on the actual base, so that way we stop using the ones on the mauler. That way I can just move the mauler out of the way, and it no longer is a factor in the expansion of our base. Because right now I have to like always think about, oh, is it plugged in? Like, can we get components? All these other things. Once this is no longer a factor and I can just park it somewhere and forget about it for a little while, then I think building this base out to be something a little bit more, you know, cool is going to be more viable. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me read some of these last comments before we call it a day. Make it. It helped keep your numbers good. Metaphorically speaking, with you on January 4th. Metaphorically speaking. Combine the greenhouse function and corridors into one thing. Yeah, I like that idea. God is dead and we killed him. Nice. Not everyone who watches the NSSE should watch a 2-hour stream upload. That could reduce watch time per upload. So that's a tip. So that's a typical use for second channel. That's a good point, actually. That's a really solid point. I will go back and look at the metrics of this video, and yeah, if I'm gonna go live more frequently, maybe I'll do what like Splitsy did, where he has this Flipsy channel for his live stuff. So maybe I'll do like a Mad Mavin live. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. I kind of sprung this on everybody, but it's been super awesome to have people here and participating. Let's see. Would we consider streaming the Skyjack series? Here's the reason I'm not going to stream the Skyjack series, because my friends have a tendency to bring the names of real people in our real lives that they have grievances with into, like, it's our venting session because they have other jobs, and so sometimes they're just like, man, I really got bummed out by this thing that happened, and I'm like, I cannot have that on live YouTube, and so too much redacting. I don't know if I would do Skyjack series live, but I could talk to the guys and just be like, you need to chill out. Go back in time. The end, but I ask you, seen Splitsy's new series? Yeah, I did see Splitsy's new series. I haven't watched a ton of it, but I did see that he has started to do that new series, which is funny because it's similar to the Skyjacks one, although I'm fairly certain he's being much more successful and actually staying focused on the task at hand rather than building a train. If you make a stream channel, you should call it Angry Mavin. I could do that. They all do. Okay, too spicy for them. Yeah. Will the live channel be called Mav Madden? Could be. I joked about the fact that somebody thought my name was Marvin. Because Mavin, they thought that it was just that was there, and so I thought it would be really funny if my second channel was called Angry Marvin. I have Mad Mavin and then Angry Marvin. That was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny. Other people might think that's pretty dumb. This channel works in your favor, maintaining brand recognition. Yeah, you just said train. I did say train, and I regret it. I have played Sea of Thieves. That is a great game. Haven't played it in quite a while because it's one of those games you gotta play with other people. I beat the campaign solo, and then I was just like, man, yeah, you gotta play with other people. But Staven Marvin. There is not a Skyjacks mod list. I need to make the Skyjacks mod list. It's just a pain. Steam does not make it easy to do that, and I like every time, like I forget all the time, and I'm just like, crap, I need to make it, but then it's just like I don't have the freaking hour that it takes because Steam's user interface for that is so stupid. But yes, I need to get that out, and I apologize that it hasn't been done yet. I do play strategy games. Right now, I'm mostly playing Space Engineers, but when I get the opportunity, I do like strategy games. I do like colony management games, obviously with RimWorld. Yeah, I love XCOM. I grew up on XCOM. Great game. Everything about the UI that you play through should be the train. Your entire base should just be the train. Try the mod list builder. Please elaborate. What? I literally pulled out a notebook to write this down. Mod list builder. You did some mocap for XCOM? That's awesome. That is so cool. Oh, thanks, Mason. I really appreciate it. Introduction this mod allows you to export a list of the currently loaded mods into your clipboard. Export the data, including the name of each mod, into the Steam Workshop link. So introduction this. Let's see. Yeah, if we can automate that process, that would be awesome sauce. Oh, thank you for joining the Patreon. Appreciate it. I'm in the... That's so cool, William. I am very jealous. XCOM is a wonderful game, and that's so cool that you did mocap. I'm glad you guys are liking the No Suit Survival series. It does get a little boring for me sometimes, but when I know that people are like pumped about it, that like helps me push through some of those moments where I'm just like, man, this again? Like getting people excited and like reading your guys' comments and things like that really like it's a lot of fun. It makes it all worth it. I know that's like a super cheesy thing to say, but like it really is cool. I like making people laugh, and I like the community that we've built so far. It's been a good past month. Got my student loans cleared and got a new pickup truck. Congratulations on the pickup truck, and even more congratulations on the student loans cleared. That is very nice. Tag them on a Discord. You are a hero. Thank you very much. Ooh, survival mirroring mod. Also gonna write that down. That sounds awesome. Yeah, my base definitely looks too much like a square. 100% agree. I tried not making it square. That's why at the beginning I did this, but it just that gosh dang rectangle, man. It is so, it really just gets you, you know? It just gets you. Alrighty. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to this stream. Especially on such short notice. This has been super awesome. I was really nervous at first, especially when the audio wasn't working. That was like, oh good, my greatest nightmare is being confirmed with trying to do that. But I appreciate it, and until next time, we'll catch you later.